Hello beautiful souls, how are you today? Today I just received a nice package. Well, I received it while I was on vacation, but I wanted to open it today to make a special video related to it. So, let's open this one. Big bag, big bag, big bag. You're probably wondering what this is, right? Well, I just bought, like an absolute madman, many kilos of high quality green tea. For those who know me, they know that I'm a big green tea fan. And the reason, why did I buy so much of it? Why did I buy so much of it? Well, it's related to prepping, and it's part of this whole video. So let's jump right into it. So, part of self-mastery, in my opinion, is being able to be prepared to any eventuality, for anything unexpected, for anything that might caught you off guard. Yes, fear is linked to ego, and survival is linked with the ego as well. So basically, you know, deep down, the ego just wants to survive. And as explained in one of my older classics called The Ego Trap and How Society Promotes It, I explain how the ego may have an advantage, you know, to yourself, right? It has its own purpose, its own necessity sometimes. You know, for motivation, confidence, you know, always striving for better for your own life, right? But too much of it is detrimental too. So you need that fine balance. But when I talk about, you know, fears that might pop up, I'm talking about like the fear of dying, for example. Fear of dying, fear of running out of food, running out of water, you know, many different fears, but mostly linked to survival. And when it comes to the fear of dying, I mean, a lot of people are being manipulated by society to do things against their own will. Basically, they're being played, or they're being used using this very specific fear of dying. And it all goes through the subconscious. It's pretty sneaky. Now, if you don't want to get stuck in that, you know, that fear state, that paralyzed state, where you don't have much common sense and logic is completely thrown out the window. Do you remember that, you know, toilet paper craze when, you know, the media kept talking about, oh, we're going to be running out of toilet paper, and now guess what happened? Everybody ran after toilet paper, and then we actually ran out of toilet paper. So the exact same thing applies to food. And the same thing, like it might affect you. That's all I'm gonna say. So what are the foremost things that people worry about when it comes to survival? Food, water, shelter, and security. Those are the fourth one, right? So that's one of the first things people will actually run to when things go south, or things appear to be going south. So let's be honest with each other. With the insane amount of debt, a lot of countries, a lot of first world countries are now into, because of the powers that shouldn't be, in my opinion. It's going to cause a dollar crash at some point. I don't know when, but it's going to happen at some point. Either that, or just continuous hyperinflation. But with continuous hyperinflation, that means that the food prices are definitely going to rise, and rise a lot, because of the debt that we have. It's just one thing doesn't happen without the other at some point. So I just want you to be prepared in case we get like super high inflation, or, you know, or just a supply food breakdown. So I would highly advise you to stock up on things like, you know, food, water, cans, you know, things that for hygiene products, anything that you might use, you know, daily. So I don't know, it could be like soaps, it could be deodorant, it could be toothpaste, natural toothpaste obviously. But so yeah, soap, shampoos, tea, like I just showed in the beginning, right? Things that you're going to be using a lot, things that you use every day, right? So try to just stock up on things that you have every day. Razors, t-shirts, underwears, I don't know, some pet food if you have some pets. Maybe I'm a different breed. So basically having a decent supply for at least a couple months would put you at a high advantage compared to most people in the population, because most people don't prepare. You gotta understand that at some point, like it already happened multiple occasions, but it didn't affect all industries. But it might, right, at some point. Supplied food shortages, just services in general. And not just that, a lot of businesses are actually closing, so we have actually less services too at home. It doesn't mean that we're going to have a supply food shortage. It doesn't mean that there's going to be famine, but who knows? And it's better to be prepared than to not be prepared. I'm pretty sure most people would agree on that. So basically being prepared if, quote unquote, shit hits the fan, yeah, so to speak, puts you at such a higher advantage than most people, and like it's going to give you such a state of mind. You're going to be, like if there's like food missing, everybody's going to be scrambling, looking left and right, not thinking rationally, like, oh, and you're just going to sit back and you're going to relax, almost laughing because you're prepared and the others are not. Don't wait until the news tell you that there's no more food. Get the food before. Anyways, doesn't mean it's gonna happen, but better be prepared than not. And I mean, I don't necessarily want you guys to become preppers, having enough food for like 20 years and stuff. I don't want that. I just want you guys to be prepared for, for a little bit, right? It's not even, within the prepper category. So basically that's why I showed the tea I had at first, right? Since I'm a big tea drinker, so if you're a big coffee drinker, make sure you have enough beans and stuff maybe in your basement, who knows. Life is always ups and downs. So we've been living in a state of abundance for a long time. Since after the Second World War. So, who knows? There might be times of uncertainty. Well, we're already in times of uncertainty. There's like so many unknowns that if you're prepared for the unexpected, you're gonna be it's gonna make you think more rationally. It's gonna make you more calm, and it's gonna make you make more better decisions in general for your own life. While everybody else is scrambling, you're gonna stay calm, peaceful, stoic, and you're gonna take charge of the situation. In life, there's times of abundance and there's times of non-abundance. So I wish that we're, in a state of abundance for humanity for a long time, but everything can change upside down in a span of like hours, in a span of days, weeks sometimes. So basically, I just want you guys to be a bit more self-reliant and be more prepared for anything that might happen. I already talked a little bit about prepping before, but now I'm talking a little bit more now, because we're actually seeing some places in the United States and other places in the world that are actually starting to, lack certain foods. So who knows, right? It might get bigger than that or not. So be more self-reliant, be more strong, be more ready. I just want you to be ready. If you're ready for anything, nothing can stop you. So anyways, don't rely on the grocery store at the corner of your store. You know, do you really think there's always going to be food there? I don't think so. So everything's going to get better at some point, but there's definitely times of uncertainty, and we are in uncertain times right now. So it is what it is. You guys have an absolutely wonderful day. I hope this information was useful to you. I just want the best for you guys, and I hope that you get even more ready, so if something happens, if things go south or appears to go south, at least you won't be scrambling, and you'll be much more calm, and you'll be able to manage your situation, and everything else will flow in much better. So have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and stay blessed.